Hello, YouTube. I'm Freelancer, and we're going to be kicking it old school today. It's probably just going to be a one-off. I'll go for as long as I feel like going for. But this is Commander Keen. It's a game that I grew up with, and it's actually one that's older than I am, actually. This came out about 6 months before I was born. By the venerable id Software, actually. So before Quake, before Wolfenstein, before Doom, Carmack, Ramiro, they were working on this series, and it's called Commander Keen. And pretty much, you're a 10-year-old boy, or Commander Keen here is a 10-year-old boy, genius. Who obviously can't jump very well, although that may just be because I'm controlling him. At the moment what I'm doing is I'm just collecting lollipops, but pretty much what's happened is, in the backstory, this kid's built a spaceship out of scrap parts. And he's ended up crash landing on Mars. And now I'm traversing Martian cities, picking up copies of Kant, or Kant, or however you pronounce his name. Emmanuel, famous philosopher. Lollipops and Pepsi bottles, because points mean lives in these sort of old school games. Yeah. The reason I'm playing these, and I'm going to be doing one-offs of these, is I picked up... I backed a Kickstarter called Rad Rogers by the same guys that remade Rise of the Triad and a couple of old 3D Realms owned properties. And they've also, as part of the, I got a copy of, like, a 3D Realms pack. It's just a bunch of games that they... just a bunch of games that they've just redone. It's all run in DOSBox, so the frame rate's going to be horrible, but it always is. I'm actually hoping the recording turns out well. I haven't tested this. So, what you see, we've just picked up the pogo stick. It's a very important part of the puzzles in this game. Terrible to control. And I've just done some secret. And now I'm just looking at a secret. Invisible platforms, you can see the top left corner. And if I can avoid falling into the fire... I can grab that teddy bear. Alright. So the idea is, I've got to be running around Mars, going to all these cities, and I'm looking for the passing cabinet, a medicine, I believe. So in order to find all of this, I've got to... Okay, keys. In order to find all of this, I've got to pretty much go everywhere and do everything. Because what kind of, like, early 90s game would this be if you weren't running around doing everything, collecting all the points? You can already see how much easier the pogo stick's making this. So the only enemies I've really run into so far are ones that are fairly harmless, but don't, like, so these guys just push you around a bit. Same with this guy. He only pushes you around, only really deadly if you on the pogo stick, for example, and get pushed off the edge like that. I do have a gun, I can shoot them, but I'd rather save my bullets for actual threats, and not doing that. Have I picked up the yellow key card yet? No, I haven't. So I'm looking for a yellow key card at the moment, because I need to open that door and get the red one. Woo! Alright, so that thing up there, so you can see the battery up there, and that thing guarding it is what's called a vortigun? Vortigun? No, not a vortigun, I don't remember what they're called. But they're like wolf creatures pretty much. I think this is an optional area. I'm still looking for the yellow key card because I need to get through. I will waste a bullet on him because they can kill me. And I've got 9 shots, so... So, yeah, this is one of the very early defining games of the 90s. Quiet. There's the yellow key. Oh, that was lucky. That could have gone very badly for me. This engine was used for a ton of other 2D platformers, particularly a few others by 3D Realms. There's one called Secret Agent. I think it was also called James Bond in some areas. That's the other weirdness of this era. Like, based on where you could get licenses, different games had different names. Like, so I really do think that the had to move on me, didn't you? Okay, so every now and then this guy will do a huge jump. But pretty much I've got to shoot him 3... I've either got to shoot him enough times to kill him, or get out of the way. Or get him out of the way. Like that. So he's not coming back. I could shoot him one more time and kill him, or I could just leave the level. They take multiple shots to kill, so they are quite frustrating. And then you get just optional levels that are good for extra points. You do get some rather fun ones once you get over to the far side of Mars, which I'm going to try and do as quickly as I can. Just to show it off, because like they play around with ice and slippery surfaces and stuff. Which, yeah, back when I was 5 playing this, actually I was a bit younger, I believe. Like back when I was a wee lad. Should just get a walker now. Back in my day, yeah, back when I was just like really young and playing this, like I played back when I was young and playing this, I got really good at it, and I did seriously enjoy some of those ice levels. Like, there are some particularly fun ice levels. Okay. Red key, I need that. And then they'll play around with stuff like some of the platforms are completely like some of the platforms you can just jump straight through and hey, joystick. We'll be halfway there when this level's done. Oh. Problem is, the controls for jump and joystick are the same as the controls for... There we go, 4 shots it takes. The controls for jump, control is jump, alt is joystick, and on the joystick I can hit control to jump higher, but pressing both of them at the same time fires the gun. Yeah, like this series this is the series that kind of made id Software. Like, first thing they made, and it convinced them that they could actually do this for a living. And a lot of the... one of the... It was released in a series of like 6 episodes plus a half episode. I haven't really shown off a death yet, have I? Oh, early 90s MIDI sounds. Yeah, there's a lot of... Oh, he will run at me if he sees me, so I'll just wait until he's passed. Stop coming this way. I've got enough shots, so there's no point exploring this level anymore. I haven't died yet, so... Here we go. On the dark side of Mars. We've got icy surfaces and... and I'm stuck in ice. Oh, touching the water is deadly as well, so... Oh yeah, that's the way to do this one. Yeah, so it's impossible to stop on these platforms because of the ice, and jumping into that will kill me too. Like that. I think this is an optional level, actually. I don't know. Like, yeah, next time I die. And then there's these ones where it's just, you can't walk at all. Like, once you're on, you've got to go the one way. Actually, no, is this an optional level? I don't believe this is an optional level, actually. I think I've got to do this one. Because I can remember fighting a... I can remember fighting a wolf one on here. Oh, you... Yeah, pretty much those butler things, you can't kill them, so if it was a green one, I'd just shoot it and get it out of the way, but... ice levels. Fun for any precision platformer. Actually, no, this is a fairly forgiving game, in the scheme of things. Actually, this is a quite forgiving platformer as far as the era. Like, I've played ones where a slight misstep on some levels can just wipe you out completely. Here's what I need. So, these guys also cannot be killed, and they stop every now and then to fire. Nope, that's back down, and I don't want to walk through all of that again. Yes, okay, yep, there is a wolf on this one, I remember now. Because here's the exit. Oh. Got him. Vacuum cleaner is got. But the rest of this is optional now, I believe. Except for the final base here. And yes, there they are. There's the hidden blocks again. Which is a hidden shortcut. Is it a short? I don't remember if it's a shortcut or a... It's been years since I've finished this game. It's been years since I actually played this game. The fact that I remember speaks a lot, speaks to how long I played it when I was a kid. Because the other thing is, this was distributed as shareware, so this is the only... This is the only level of it I had. Hey, look, it's the id. Unfortunately, I can't get to it. So yeah, this is back when signing your work with items that you can collect wasn't a... wasn't a massive dick move to do, I guess. Dick move? No, dick move sounds wrong. No, it's just secrets. Oh well. Worth it to see the developer's signature anyway. I'm trying to remember where the key was. Yep, the key was up here. Okay, got the key. Key get. Ice levels. Remember when you couldn't control your character and how awesome that was? On the other hand, no falling damage. Oh, well, that was still a shortcut. It's still a somewhat shortcut. Because this is the final level, it's actually quite huge. Oh. That's how you do it. Pretty much, this guy cannot be killed no matter how many bullets you throw at him. And there's actually a... Like, so it's actually possible to lose the game at this point. Just because, like, you haven't finished all the levels. There's actually a secret that tells you how to beat him, which is to do this. Okay, and then how do I get back down? I don't remember how to get back out now. Wait, hang on. How do I get the final thing then? Have I Oh no, there it is. Yep, he repairs his rocket. And he's got to get home before his parents. Alright. So yeah, this was a shareware title, which means that the first episode, this episode on Mars, was released for free. With the other two, the one where this ship that he's just found, the one where you got to kill this ship he's just found, and then later when you take the fight to the wolf creatures, are called Vortigons. Like some, what is it? 6 years before used the term. With me. Those three things are Martians. They're the happy-go-lucky, peace-loving Martians. The two-eyed ones are not the happy-go-lucky Martians. Okay. Sleep. Commander Keen. No, Vorticon. Vorticon, yep. I knew it was a similar sounding name. Yeah. This was Commander Keen. At least episode so much more interesting. Yeah, so this is shareware. Like, don't miss episode 2, and then onto the main plan to confront their leader, the Grand Intellect, and the final episode for the trilogy. Please send a check to address or call this number. And anyone who wants to buy it. Also, there's a scoring system. Yeah, Marooned on Mars. Yeah. Also, there's previews. Yep. And some more information on what id Software is doing. Ring of Regeneration. Oh wow. Oh wow, that's what... Okay, that game never came into existence, but they definitely used the name Quake later. Yep, okay. Oh wow. Just look at that. Like this is a piece of history right here. Anyway, I'll probably try and do these like once every week, once every fortnight, something like that. I've got a ton of them, and I've got another 5 episodes of Commander Keen in this pack, and I might see if I can find a copy of Keen Dreams, the like sort of interlude episode between episode 3 and episode 4. But yeah, until then, this is Freelancer, and this has been a retro experience from my childhood. So yeah, until next time.